Right. Now, greetings, fellow grade 12s. It's Mr. Shajayo here, and welcome to Back to Basics. What we are doing, basically, we are looking at these, exam type of questions that you also usually find when it comes to your number patterns, basically, which is going to be a geometric series, right? Now, they say consider the following geometric series. The first question is they want you to find the nth term of uh in terms of x, right? The nth term in terms of x. So what is it that you are going to do to find out this one? So basically, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to firstly find out what is going to be the ratio, our common ratio, right? And to find the common ratio, we know that your common ratio can also be given by term 2 divided by term 1, right? Now let's look at what is going to be your term 2. Now the term 2 that you are having there, you are having x squared over your 4. Then this is divided by what? This is divided by x, isn't it so? Now the easier thing that you can do here is basically you can change the division sign to multiplication sign, right? So if you are doing like that, this is going to be same as x squared over 4 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 1 over x. Remember, whenever you are changing this division sign, now you must write this in terms of fractions, right? Then what is going to happen basically? Now this is going to cancel, right? So simply here the x here and this x in here, it's going to cancel one, right? So which means basically what you're going to have here, you're going to simply have x over 4 as your ratio, right? You're going to have x over 4 as your ratio, which means now if it is x over 4 as your ratio, then you're going to come back and say, look, this is Tn is equals to AR and subtract 1. Now, when you come back, what is the value of your A? Your value of your A that you are given that it is your x. And the value of your r that you are given that this is x over your 4. Isn't it so? Right? Then it's x over your 4. Then what is going to be the n? This is same as what? N subtract 1. Are we together? So basically, this is going to be your what? This is going to be your nth term in terms of x. Are we together? Then now, if you've done like that, then problem solved. Let's look at our number B. The number B, they want you to find out the value or the values of x for which the series converge already by them telling you that the series converge, which means the value of your r is found in between -1 and 1, right? So which means you're going to come here and then you are going to say, look, your B, for convergence, right? For converging, right? Or as it converges, it's when you what? It's when your value of your r is found between -1 and also your 1. Are we together? So which means basically here, now you are going to come back and substitute what is the value of the r, right? Remember the r that you are having, we've calculated and we found out that our value of our r is x over 4, right? So which means basically you are going to say -1 into x over 4. Then this is going to be what? Also 1. Then you multiply by 4 on both sides. What is it that you're going to have? This is going to be same as -4 into your x, and this is going to be same as your 4. How to get? So which means basically the series converge in between -4 and also your 4. How to get? So now this is going to be how you answer this type of a question. Now I want us to look at the last one. The last question want us to find out the value, rather the value of x if you're having x and x plus x squared over 4, right? And you are also having plus x cubed over 16 plus, which is equals to your 16 over 5, right? This is your equal sign. This is going to be your equal sign here. This is your equal sign, so which is equals to 16 over 5. Now, what is it that you are going to have firstly now? Now they want you to firstly find what? Find the value of your x. Now, what is it that you are going to have in here? So now if you are continuing here, right? Now your sum of this, right? Your sum of infinity here, you are already given, right? You are already given that all of these end up to 16 over 5. How to get? So which means now the sum of your infinity that you are having here, all of it is given up until what? Up until 16 over 5. So if that's the case, now what is it that you're going to do here? You're going to say, now, firstly, my sum of infinity, right? Uh, all these terms, can you see that these terms are continuing? They are saying, as they continue, this is equals to 16 over 5. And if you can look at this thoroughly, this is x plus x squared over 4 plus x 3 over your 16, and then continuously, and which is equals to 16 over 4, right? 16 over 5 rather. They didn't say this is plus 16 over 5, which represent the last term. No, which means this 16 over 5 doesn't represent the last term rather, but it represents the sum of infinity of these particular terms. Hopefully you understand why we are saying this is going to be a sum of infinity, right? So which means now your sum of infinity, it is given by 16 over your 5. Now that you are having your sum of infinity as 16 over 5, what is that you're going to do? You are going to use the sum of infinity formula. Your sum of infinity formula, it's given by what? A over 1 subtract your r. Now, what is the a that you had there? The a that you had, you were given that your a is given by x, right? Over 1 subtract the value of your r that you are having there, it's given also by x over what? By x over your 4. How to get? So now, and your sum of infinity here, it's 16 over your what? 16 over your 5. Now we are going to use this to find out or to calculate for your value of your x, right? So now, what is it that you can do to calculate the value of your x? Look, there are a lot of things that you can simply, that you can literally do in here, right? Now, one of the easier thing that you can literally start doing here is, firstly, you can solve for this denominator here, right? You can solve for this denominator, right? Or if you do not want to solve this denominator, you can literally just multiply this, right? So which means you can simply say this is same as, let's write this in here, right? We are writing this here. This is going to be same as 16 over 5. You are crossing multiply by 1 subtract x over what? X over 4 is going to be equals to x. Are we okay? Now, when you're multiplying this, can you see that this is going to be same as 16 over 5, right? Subtract. Now, you are just distributing this. And then when you're multiplying now, your numerator, this is going to be same as what? This is going to be same as 16x, and then the 5 multiplied by 4 here, it's going to be given by what? Over your 20 is given by what? It's given by x. Now, you can still resolve this, right? And as you are solving this, this is same as 16 over your 5. Subtract. Now here, this, it's divisible by 4. As this is divisible by 4, what is it that you're going to have? Now, 4 goes in your numerator 4 times. This is going to be 4x, and 4 in your denominator goes how many times? It goes 5 times, right? So this is going to be same as equals to what? Equals to x. Now that you're having 5 as a common denominator, you can multiply by 5 everywhere so that you remove the 5 as the common denominator, right? So if you multiply this side by 5, you are also going to multiply this side by 5. So this 5 here is going to cancel this one, and the 5 again is going to cancel that one, which means you are going to be having 16 subtract 4x is equals to x multiplied by 5, right? Which is same as 5x. So this is going to be 16 subtract 4x is equals to your 5x. Now you are taking the x this side. This is going to be same as what? This is going to be same as, and now what is going to be this? This is going to be same as your what? This is going to be same as your 9, right? This is going to be same as your 9x. This side is going to be 16. Divide by what? You divide by 9 on this side, divide by 9 on that other side. So which means the value of your x is going to be same as what? It's going to be same as 16 over 9. Altogether. So this is how you're going to solve this type of equation, right? So hopefully this makes sense to you. And thank you very much.